Yes, Zafira thinks, yes, we can take any value of x. What about the rest? Afiq also agrees. Anybody disagrees? Afiq, you look like you have something to say. Share, please. Come on. What do you think? Can x take any value we like? Irfan also thinks, yes, we can take any value. Ali also agrees. Anybody disagree? Okay, my question was, can x be any number I like? Can or not? Do I have a corresponding value of y? Everybody agrees? Nobody disagrees. What about 0? Can x be 0? Yes. You try your calculator. Can x be 0? X cannot be 0. Why? When x equals to 0, what is the value of y? Y equals to 3 divided by 0, right? So can or cannot? Cannot. Yeah, so it cannot be equals to 0. Because when x is equals to 0, there is no value of y. Therefore, I cannot let my x be equals to 0. Okay, never mind. Let's see. Let's try with another example first. For example, y equals to 3x. Can I choose any value of x that I like, such that I get a corresponding value of y? I can. I can let x be when x equals to 2, y equals to 6. When x equals to 0, y equals to 0. When x equals to 1000, y equals to 3000, and so on and so forth, right? You see that every single value of x, I will have a corresponding value of y. That is shown by my graph. Whatever value of x over here, maybe negative 3000, I will get a corresponding value of y, which over here will be negative 9000. And the graph stretches on forever and ever. That is my linear graph. Okay? Then I can have another example of y equals to 5x to the power of 0. What does this graph look like? We all know it is a straight horizontal line, but I can do the same calculations over here. When x equals to 2, what is the value of y for this equation? What's my value here? Do you need your calculator? 5 times 2 to the power of 0. How much is that? Anything to the power of 0 will be 1, isn't it? So 5 times 1 gives you 5. When x is equals to, let's say, 1. When x is equals to 1, y equals to 5 times 1 to the power of 0. How much is that? You sure not, Afiq? What is 1 to the power of 0? Still 1. So 5 times 1 will give you 5. Okay? Then let's say x is equals to 1000. Let's just change it a little bit. Let's make it negative 1000. What is negative 1000 to the power of 0? Are you sure not, Afiq? Negative 1000 to the power of 0. Did you put the brackets? So what is negative 1000 to the power of 0? Still 1. So 5 times 1 will still give me 5. That is why I will get a straight horizontal line this way, over here, and I just simplify it as y equals to 5. The point of showing you this is that any value of x will give you a corresponding value of y. That's why when I zoom out of this graph, this flat horizontal graph, it goes on and on forever. Okay? Then I also can talk about my graph of x squared. What happens when y equals to x squared, for example? When y is equals to x squared and I have x equals to 2, my y will be equals to 4, because I just squared. When x equals to 1, I'm just randomly choosing x values. Y will be equals to 1. When x equals to negative 1000, y will be equals to 1 million. Do you see that every single value of x, I will have a corresponding value of y? Do you agree, Roberto? And the graph looks like this. Your parabola opening upwards. It goes on and on forever. Then I come down to my x cubed graph. Y equals to x cubed. Using the same argument, which I'm not going to bore you with it, you can see that every single value of x will give you a corresponding value of y, and your graph looks like this. It is continuous. There is no break in the graph. Okay? And now we learn about negative powers. In your negative powers over here, can your x take any value you like? You cannot. What happens when x is equals to 0? When x equals to 0, y equals to a over 0. This is undefined. That is why there is a break in the center over here. There is a break. I cannot join up the two graphs. They don't meet each other. So I say that this y-axis cannot be touched. The x-axis also cannot be touched. Okay? X does not exist. Or rather, the graph does not exist for x equals to 0. Likewise, the graph does not exist for y equals to 0. Same for this case. Okay? Which part do I understand? Left or right? Okay. Left hand side, huh? Do you agree that the graph cannot touch the x-axis? Okay, tell you what, let's try to plot it out. X and y. Let us plot some values of x and y values. Let's try from -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's fill in the blanks right now for the graph of y equals to 1 over x, for example. So in other words, this is x power -1 lah, right? What do I have when x equals to -1 and, x equals to -3? How much is the value of y? -0.333. So basically, -1 over 3 lah. Huh? Then over here, what do I have? Then here? Here? Really? 0. Okay, so undefined. Okay, what about when it is equals to 1? Y will be equals to? When x equals to 1, y equals to? 1. When x equals to 2, y equals to? Half. And finally 1/3. And we can go on and on forever and ever. Okay, so now I'm going to draw in my points 1, 2, and 3. -1, -2, -3. Some grid lines to help myself. And I need the values from -1 all the way until 1. Okay. So let's say 1 is over here and -1 is over here. Half will be somewhere here. Okay, another -half. And 1/3, of course, it is smaller, right? So maybe around here, -1 over 3. Okay? Sorry, yeah, positive. What am I doing? So over here, -1 over 3. Okay? Now I plot. Okay, the first set of coordinates, -3 and 1, then -1/3. So it will be over here. Then, when it is equals to -2, I get -half. Okay, so around here. Finally, when it is equals to -1, I get the value of -1 here. So far, can Understand? I'll do the same on the other side. When it is equals to 1, I will get 1. When it is equals to 2, I get half. And when it's 3, I get 1/3. Okay? Now, I can choose to join them up now, and I will get this. Sorry, this one didn't draw very well. Should be somewhere here. Okay, it's a smooth curve which I'm unable to draw right now. Okay, now, how to convince myself that the graph goes on and on forever but it doesn't touch my x-axis? I can find out more values, right? For example, when x equals to 4, what is the value of x? When x equals to 4, what is the value of y? When x equals to 4, what is the value of y? Substitute inside here. 1/4. So even smaller, but is it 0? Not yet. It's 1/4. Okay, so somewhere here, 1/4. So my next point, here, I join it up. But hey, looks like it's touching the x-axis already. It's going closer, right? You are not convinced yet. What can you do? Let's try a bigger number lah. Let's try over here. Let's make it 100. Okay, let's say I stretch all the way to 100. What is the value of y when x equals to 100? 1/100. Is that equals to 0? No, it's still not 0. But it is very close already. Over here, 1/100. So it is very close, but haven't touched yet. So if I keep going on and on, not supposed to touch, very difficult to draw. Okay, I can still continue, right? You see my point? Okay, now instead of going to the right hand side, let's consider what happens when my x value becomes half. What happens when x equals to half? Tell me what's the value of y. Use your calculator. What is the value of y when x equals to half? X power negative 1. Yeah, it is equal. 1/x is equal to x power negative 1. So what did you all get when x equals to half? What is the value of y? 2. Okay, since 1 is here, then 2 will be probably somewhere here lah. Okay, when x equals to half, y equals to 2. So I will join up my graph. Okay, is it touching my y-axis? No, it is not. Let us try an even smaller number. For example, 0.0001. How much is that? When you substitute into y. When x equals to 0.0001, you get? You sure not? Yeah, 10,000. You get 10,000, right? So it is even higher up. I have to scroll all the way up. Then maybe here, 10,000. And the point is over here. So I continue joining it down. Join down, okay? Well, I see my graph all the way up. Still haven't touched my y-axis yet. So, my point is, when you try to zoom in more and more, you will realize that it does not touch your y-axis. So what happens when x is equals to 0? Rabbi Alto? What happens when x equals to 0? What if you substitute x equals to 0 inside here? What is the value of y? Undefined. Okay? In fact, what is this? What is the idea behind this undefined? What happens when x goes to 0? It goes higher and higher, right? The value of y goes higher and higher, right? When your x goes to 0, your y goes higher and higher. Eventually, what is the term that we give this extremely large number? Yeah, infinity lor. We call it infinity. Okay? But for now, we just consider it as undefined. Yes? No, it cannot touch. Because you cannot divide by 0. Okay? Right, let's go on to the last graph that I wanted to discuss. When n equals to -2 and a greater than 0. So for example, what did I give just now, the example? 3x power -2, yeah? Okay. So, can x take any number I like? No, it cannot. It cannot take 0. This is equal to 3 over x squared. It cannot be 0. Because when you substitute x equals to 0, my y value is undefined. Okay? Can y take any value? Can y take any value? Can y ever be negative? Really? Think about it. This is something interesting. Just by looking at this graph, can y ever be negative? Why not? Yeah, because there's a square for x, right? If I put in a negative number for x, then what do I get in return? I get positive. If I put in a positive value for x, what do I get in return? I still get positive. So I know that my graph cannot appear here. Nothing will be found here because there is no negative value of y. I also know that my graph cannot touch my y-axis because x cannot be 0. Okay, so right now what we can do is to plot the values of x and y. X, y, and then all the numbers. Eventually, your graph is going to look like this. This is the graph of y equals to 3 over x squared. Okay, if you plot it out. What do we notice? As x increases, y decreases. Okay, for this region, the right hand side. As your x gets bigger, your corresponding value of y gets smaller. Okay, just some ways we can describe this graph. Okay, you can memorize the shape of this graph because it will be tested. It cannot touch my x-axis, it cannot touch my y-axis. Similar to the graph of power -1. Irfan, you got all that? You got all the information? Yes or no? If you didn't get it, can you refer to what Sophia has written? Which part? Which part? Yes, watch the video. Watch the video, go and plot the points, you will be convinced that it cannot touch the x, cannot touch the y. And then you can also use decimals to help you convince yourself. Okay, yes, let's just do it now. Huh? Yeah, I just realized it. Thank you. Alright, y equals to, what did I say? 3, is it? 3x power -2. Oops. Y equals to 3x power -2. Okay? You see that the graph looks like it will touch the x-axis, but if you zoom in, it doesn't touch. Go all the way to the right hand side, it just keeps getting closer and closer, but it doesn't touch. Cannot touch. Yeah, so when you draw it touching, then I'll mark you wrong lah. Okay? No. Look looks like it's touching, but it's not supposed to be parallel. Why? Because when you say parallel, you're referring to straight lines. It cannot be a straight line, it's a curve. Okay? Yes, Servan? Yes, you will be penalized if you touch a bit. So that is why your graph will, when you want to draw your graph, you draw it something like this portion over here. Almost touching but not touching. This also almost touching but not touching. Then the top, you draw it like, you draw it like this. Almost touching but not touching. Okay? Can or not? So what you need to do, you need to practice. And all these graphs that I've drawn are examples of what I expect to see. Do you see that they are going closer and closer but not touching? Do you see that they are curves and not straight lines? Yes. How? Okay, so I have also mentioned that I do not want this type of graph, because they look like straight lines over here. It has to be a curve. Okay? A curve. Can? And one last one, when a is smaller than 0. When n equals to -2, a smaller than 0. So for example, y equals to 3x power -3x power -2. This is actually the same graph as -3 over x squared. And the graph looks like this. Okay, y equals to -3 x power -2. What do you notice about this graph? Are there any positive values of y? No positive values of y, because any x value you sub inside, you will get a negative value of y. Okay, and again, it cannot touch the x-axis, cannot touch the y-axis, because it is undefined. Must, yes, you can memorize the shape or you can plot it and draw it, yes. Okay, but memorize will work faster for you, especially in your test. Not much time, right? Memorize the shape is the best. Huh? Okay. Any questions? Yeah. More period, right? Okay. So, so one more period, huh? Now, I show you these markers or this pen. Yeah, I wanted to give you all when you all were drawing the straight lines. So now I give you another opportunity, okay? Ayo, I only have 2 markers left. I have 2 markers on the board. I'm going to draw in x and y axis. Okay. Now I really want to give these away. Okay? The first person who goes up and draws the line, the graph. Okay, watch of course must be a correct graph. Huh? I don't have food to give. Maybe next time I will do that, okay? You can refer to your notes, you can refer to your textbook. I just need a sketch. I don't need you to plot. Okay? The first person, once I finish writing the equation, I'll just go out and take the marker. Huh? Yeah, but we can also ask you a plot. Okay, once I finish writing, the first, never mind, I have markers to give also. I give some marker, then she can give food. Okay, I'm giving maybe 2 markers, okay? Okay, once I start writing, I go and write already. Y equals to, okay, darker color. Y equals to y equals to negative x power 0. Quick.
What?
Okay, then who knows? Quick, who wants to do this? Not complete. Not complete. Who wants to improve? Come on, hurry up. Okay. What is the y-intercept? Wait, what's the y-intercept? Still, nobody has the correct, complete answer yet.
Still must label, right?
Yes, you have to label a graph. Hey, I still don't have the correct answer. Oh. What is the y-intercept? Okay. Y-intercept, the value. Rabiato, still wrong. Still wrong. One more step. What is the y-intercept? Still wrong. Okay, so here you all can sit already. The team of Ali and Kai got it right first. Supposed to be individual. Okay, so let us take a look at what were some of the errors. Yeah, let's just disregard whatever Ali drew initially, or the curve, or the diagonal line. No, it's wrong. We are supposed to have a horizontal line. Okay? Because x to the power 0 is 1. And y equals to negative x to the power 0, meaning I want the graph of y equals to negative 1. This is the graph that I want. Meaning it will cut my my y-axis at negative 1. Okay? So one horizontal line, this one is finally correct, this is wrong. This one has no intercept. I need to see this. Okay? Hello, x to the power 0 is x. Okay, never mind, we still have more, okay? So, Kai and Ali, can you kind of take whatever? Okay, subsequently, individual.
It's not fair.
Take and go.
Okay, I take this.
Take and go. Okay, next one. Be prepared. Y equals to. Okay, can you help me erase first? Help me drawing the x and y axis. What should I have next? So we did y equals power 0 already, right? Let's try power. Don't understand what? Sketching graph. We're sketching a graph, okay? Y equals to 2. Okay, let Kai finish drawing first. Very helpful. Thank you. Okay, Kai, you can sit back down already. Thank you. Be prepared. Next one. Y equals to 2 to the 2 x to the power of 1. Hey, it's for another marker, right? Oh, sorry, it's here. Okay. Yes, that is the correct one. It's supposed to be a straight line with a positive gradient. Okay, Sophia, can you kind of get something you want? Cannot be hairy. What do I mean by hairy? Because some students, right, they try to draw, for example, a curve. Then they draw this. They try to join all their points together. It's got a very hairy curve. I don't like. Must be a smooth curve. Okay? Now, next one. one is y equals to 3x to the power of -1. Come on, if you're confident, go and try. 2 markers up there. Finish already. See, your friends are reminding you what to do.
Equation.
Okay, Rabiato, finish first, huh? But anybody any comments?
Yes, because this one is not good.
Okay, let's comment now. Generally, they have the correct idea. But if I want to be very picky about it, I'll think what? Is it symmetrical? No. What's wrong? This side, right? This side should be longer lah. Okay, then you look more symmetrical over there. If I want to pick on Rabiato's one, what is it? Is it getting closer and closer? No, right? You see, in fact, this part it suddenly moved away. Okay, so let's go closer and closer. Over here also go closer and closer, not move away. Okay? Over here, closer and closer, closer and closer. Okay? Yes, it is a sketch, but these are the points that I want to see. Okay? So, Afiq, Rabiato, thank you. Please come and get something. Okay, next one, huh? Marker with me, can you help me clean the board and take one only, lah?
Oops.
Alah.
Can you help me clean the board? Thank you, Khaik.
She see the marker too, right?
Hey, you can take 2.
Cannot come out.
Then choose another color, lah. Okay, let me think about what I should have next. Y equals to -2x to the power of -2. One. How about this one? Can nobody want to do that, you do ah. Man.
Opposite side, opposite side.
Okay. Once you are done, you can go back down. Huh? Once you're done, go back. Okay, done? Okay, go back. Wait, the rest don't come out yet, don't come out yet. Go down, go back. In front, go back. Okay. Let's see. Sit down. No, go back. You sit down first. Let's talk about this one. Comments. I see many people frowning, like they have something to say. What is it about this? This part, right? It looks like a straight line. This is also like a straight line, this is like a straight line, this is like a straight line. It looks like they are parallel. In fact, the x and y axis. What is it that I want to see? I want to see curve. What else? Going closer and closer. You can't show me that. What is that? It's a problem now. Okay? So what is the correct answer? I expect this. You see that it is a curve and it is going closer and closer? Then I also must label y equals to 2x power -2. Yes. Why will it be below? Oh, sorry, -2. I didn't notice my negative side. Okay, -2, right? So it must be below. It's not up here. everybody can draw this type of curve. But because you don't practice, I see what your seniors do in Sec 4, right? They are still giving me curves that look like this. Don't really look like curve. Okay? Maybe let us have one last one, yeah? I think if you are keeping track of what I have given so far, then I'm left with two possibilities. So y equals to negative 4x squared. Y equals to negative 4x squared. Who has to try? You have to come out and guess. Okay? Nobody else wants to try. Nobody else wants to try. There is another marker. Come on, she's still doing. She hasn't gone back yet. Are you really taking your time, huh? Okay, Natasha, another minute. Can you go back? Done? Okay, comments about this one. Natasha's drawing. How is it?
Harry.
Hairy, yeah, it's quite hairy, yeah. What else? Anything else? Straight lines? Where? Looks like curve. Any other comments? Should it be symmetrical? But this one looks like it's bigger, right? Not very symmetrical. Where's the line of symmetry? It's your y-axis. Okay? How about this one? Same problem. I don't know why you want to draw this side bigger. It should be symmetrical. So how do I draw? Instead of drawing this way, I start my parabola at the turning point. So from here I go down, and then I go down. Yeah, it's not perfect, but y equals to negative 4x squared. And then this one I don't even know what it is right there. Okay, so Natasha, please come and claim something.
What?
Okay, maybe just one last one, huh? Since one last case I haven't tested and you probably know what that is already. Okay, this last round. Last one. 4x to the power of 3. Hey, the rest if you know, please try and try. Okay, done. Done.
It's not equal.
Finish. Whoever is done, please go back. Okay? Now, comments. First one. Any comments?
It's not symmetrical.
Okay, I think what Francis meant about the one short, one long is that they don't look quite symmetrical. If I rotate this, right? If you rotate down, it looks like it's a bit further to the other side. So to improve it, it should look like this, right? Then it looks more symmetrical, right? Okay, how about this one? I have something weird going on. This part. What like that? No, it should open I draw the tangent line, it looks like this, not flat. Whereas this one is flat. You see? Okay, so these are the points I want to see. Okay, Roberto, can I explain something? And that is all we have for chapter 9.1.
Kau coklat je?
Yeah. From the big packet is from Miss Faizura.
Cik kekek tu.
Yeah, take it.
Yes lah. Tengok lah.
No. Go back. Okay, so that's all for exercise 9.1. Settle down. I want to tell you your homework. 1A, 2A, 3C, 4A, 6, and 8.
Huh?
Yes, this is homework. The first few, they are simple ones. Yes. Just plot only.
Oh, full scam ah.
No. If it says plot, then you do it on graph paper. So in this semester, you need a lot of graph paper because you need to practice. When it says sketch, then you do what we have done on the board. Oh, this is by. Today is Wednesday, so Friday. Okay? Then, I just want to introduce a little bit about 9.2. This is your homework for 9.1. I have introduced the different shapes of the different graphs. Some of your seniors may actually tell you that there is a story that you can use to remember the shapes of the graph. Anybody heard that story before? Something about what was that? Okay. I don't want to record this part.